this morning with a beer and a plan. Had a sudden thought I couldn't understand. Called up my friend, said, dude, I got a spark. Let's do a podcast and leave a digital mark. We might get serious, we might get really weird. We'll talk about the things you always wanted but always feared. So hit that subscribe button, buckle up and prepare for chaos and connections that we're happy to share. Yeah, the mic is hot, the clock is running fast. We're diving headfirst into something built to last. We're not experts, no, we're not professors, sorry, but we're pretty sure we got a compelling story. Oh, this seemed like a good idea. That's what we said when we got started right here. Scott and Nick are on the air, so bring your doubts and cheers. We're just two guys with microphones and absolutely zero fears. It seemed like a good idea. Yeah!
Hey, welcome to episode 2 of This Seemed Like a Good Idea podcast. I'm Scott. That's Nick.
Hey.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on?
Hey, I think people were wondering if we got lost.
We didn't get lost. We were getting our shit together.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or just finding time, really, ultimately.
Yeah. What do they call creative differences? I feel like that's always the excuse.
I just don't think we made any time for it.
No, we didn't.
We did. But here we are. We're back for episode 2. If they thought we quit on them, we didn't. We're here, and they're stuck with us.
Unfortunately for them, great for us.
Yeah, it's great for us. And look, we're just going to fucking do what we want to anyway.
Yeah, so they
When
can
we
listen.
want to.
They don't have to. They can.
Yeah, we can. I saw our numbers on the last one. We need to do a little better on this one.
Well, it was the first one. It's fine. It'll get better as it goes.
It's definitely, it's just fun.
Or it won't. It either will or it won't.
Well, we have a little more structure this week. Well, this episode, it really wasn't a week, but we've got more structure. We've got a few more things written down. We've kind of rounded out some things, so we're headed in a direction. We'll figure out how we go from here, but we've got a direction today.
Yes, very much so. So I think that's going to help. So get a little bit of sense of normalcy here. Get onto some topics that are going to be brought up every week, and then a couple that we're just going to randomly throw in. But having a little bit of organization is going to help. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes. We'll shoot the shit.
That's part of it.
Just let it happen.
We'll let it happen. I think we've got some good stuff here today. First of all, and we do this because secrets out, we both have other podcasts. So, and those are beer podcasts.
They are.
And because we're going to continue to drink beer. I think you and I are pretty good at it.
I mean, somebody asked me once if I had a problem. I said, no, I got it all figured out.
I'll figure it out. See, I deal with it now. I have 2 podcasts now. I drink twice as much. That's not how that works.
See, but before I would do it alone. Now I'm doing it with a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you do it with 2 friends, and then you do it alone sometimes when you're not recording.
Right. So in a way, if I'm doing it with a friend, it's not as toxic. Right.
Yeah, sometimes you're discussing the actual thing, right? If you're drinking the beer that you might have the guest on with, or maybe the topic of conversation might be that beer. So speaking of which, and I pulled this out of the fridge specifically for you because you are starting something on your Instagram today. I guess starting today, you are going to drink Hop Butcher for 25 days in December.
I am.
They have 25 different Hop Butchers.
Yes, that's the plan.
So I happen to have I don't know if you've had this one yet, but Tree Flat from Hop Butcher. I knew I had that in the refrigerator. I go, you know what? It's a good way to start.
I do not have that one, or have not. I don't think I've ever had it.
Okay. I'll make sure I put that in that when I go find you some from here.
I do. I also have a Hop Butcher. I left the can out on the bar, so I can't remember the exact name. I want to say it's like cooler than the water.
Okay.
It has crush hops and one of the HBC experimentals. I forget what the name of it is, though.
What brought this on for you, this 25 days of Hop Butcher?
So I've always liked Hop Butcher. And over time, the more I had, the more I enjoyed it. So it quickly became one of my favorites. And recently, our buddy Jason from up in that area sent me an entire box of Hop Butcher. It had like 14 cans in it. And at that point, I was like, well, I got some other stuff I want to drink first, so I just kind of put them to the side, put them in our back fridge, and they've been sitting there. And I was looking through our beer cabinet that we keep our extra stuff in, and I had a couple more in there, and I was like, I might be able to pull this off. Like if I can get, a handful more, I could do like a little series or something like that.
Yeah.
That kind of gives me a little bit more of like a reason to keep doing the whole beer thing, because I've kind of gotten burnt out on it a little bit. So I'm not posting as much as I used to, not engaging as much as I used to, and I'm like, okay, well maybe if I give myself goals, different themes, different topics, that might kind of rejuvenate me a little bit. So I'm going to start there, see what happens, and maybe Hot Butcher will see me and send me like a t-shirt or something.
25 more beers.
Or that would be even better. That's fine.
I think it's a great idea, and I love that it's motivating you to kind of continue and this. Not that you were going to discontinue the page, but again, that motivation. You're like, you know what? I've got a goal every single day.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a great brand. We've seen a little bit of an influx here recently. It's come and gone in the Nashville area for several years, but there seems to be quite a bit here lately. So I'll round some up for you and get sent out to you to add to your 14 or 15 that you got.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
We got to get you to 25, man. Maybe we can push it over to 31. Who knows?
Yeah, we can do a whole month. I'll do it. That's fine.
There are worse things.
But like I officially put it out into the world today with that first post, so now I have to do it.
Yeah. Now you might get so much damn Hot Butcher you won't know what to do with it. That's a good problem to have. Oh my God, what will I do with all this fucking beer?
No.
Something else. You just had a birthday a week ago, literally last Monday.
I did.
Happy birthday. I've talked to you since, but happy birthday anyway.
Thank you.
Officially from the podcast.
36 years young.
6. Ah, man, baby, such a youngin'.
Oh, and I hurt so bad.
Like back to all that beer drinking.
Yeah, we were literally we went to my parents for Thanksgiving. We were literally sitting on the couch, and my knee is just throbbing. Like my knee's been hurting for a while, but for whatever reason, Thanksgiving Day is just like, hey, today's the day. It's
No
gonna
shit.
hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
so I'm sitting there eating my turkey, and I'm just like,
Damn it. Damn it.
But I also couldn't tune in too hard because I had to work the next day. So.
Well, that's true. That's right. You had to go down on Friday.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
It did suck.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
We just talked about Thanksgiving. I had to go to Columbus with some family and stuff up there to visit some family. So that was a good time. They got a good beer scene up there. Hit a couple breweries, hit a distillery, ate good, and then before you know it, it's over, man. Even when you had, like, I was off. We drove Tuesday, was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got back Sunday. That's 4+ days, and it seems like a blur.
Yeah, and that's usually how it always goes. And we're sitting here at the beginning of December, and 3.5 weeks is going to be Christmas, and we're going to go through the same thing again.
God damn it! Yes.
We're sitting here and we're like, oh yeah, we got 24 more days, and before we know it, it's going to be done, and it's going to be 2026, and we're going to have the same fucking conversation. I can't believe it's...
Fuck, I can't believe another year went by.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Then you're going to blink, and you're like, oh, hey, there's Thanksgiving again.
Yeah. Well, again, welcome to episode 2 of This Seemed Like a Good Idea podcast. And we have a little saying, we have a little tagline that we like to use in our one episode previous to that. And we've looked at a couple little variations of this thing. And we like the tagline, everyone needs a side piece.
Yes.
And I think we both found a couple little things that kind of add some color to that. If you want to read a couple of these?
Let's see. Do we want to read...
Some variations, if you will.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's just start from the top here with what we got.
All right.
We're the side piece that your main podcast warned you about. I like that. That's a good one.
I like that one too.
And then you got to follow it up with, we may not be your main course, but dessert is good too.
Mm-hmm. Not your favorite, but your favorite tonight.
Ah.
Yeah. Another one I like too, not your main love, but definitely your type.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other ones here on the list that got my attention, like your main podcast thinks it's special. We know we are. So it's like a little play there. It's like, yeah, well, you think you're good, but you're not so good. Let's see. I had another one here. Not your mainstay, but the one that keeps you coming back.
Hell yes. Our first merch stuff is going to be this tagline. Some variation
it has to
of
be.
it.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah. Like like my yeast infection thing says it's not as bad as it sounds. Ours is going to be everyone needs a side piece
Right.
or something. I think it's great.
Man, I wish you could have seen some of the looks that Joe got in San Diego when we were like at the zoo, because he wore that
Yeah.
shirt the day we went to the zoo. There are some people that loved it, and some people like you'd catch their eye and they're just like,
Yeah.
"The fuck?"
Does it say yeast
Yeah,
infection?
say it burns when I pee.
Yes. And by the way, the little guy on the back of the shirt could have gone so many other ways too. The little
Yeah,
icon.
yeah, I'm sure
we we just made it look like he was peeing. That's all.
it's fine.
It starts a conversation.
It does. It does.
So, so our last episode, we talked about a couple things. We talked. Well, we were pretty random. We were kind of all over the place, but we were getting established a little bit. But one of the things was, and you had brought this up in your "What in the fucking fuck" segment, your portion of it, and after that episode came out, I think you and I were like, complete fucking missed opportunity. We had a missed opportunity on something, and your "What in the fucking fuck" part of the segment was a sur- a surgeon jailed after amputation of own legs. Okay.
Like if anybody didn't listen, just
Yeah.
listen to that statement.
Yeah.
Surgeon jailed after amputation of own legs.
Yes. He was a surgeon who amputated his own legs. Not even by well, I don't know if you could do that by accident. Maybe you could, but
Yeah, but it's because he had a fetish.
yeah. Yeah, he enjoyed it. He really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. And
So he let his legs die so he could cut them off, and I just feel like there's better ways, but
I know. But the missed somebody go back and listen to that thing because it's so bad. Not that we did anything wrong. That guy just.
yeah.
By the way,
mean,
I tried. I reached out to him to get him on this podcast. So I've never heard back from him yet.
Well, yeah, we'll keep trying.
I don't. He's going to have to learn to take a joke. I can tell you that.
If you can't laugh at yourself, then
That's it. But and I'm going to let you tell it. But there was a missed opportunity in that we realized afterwards, and I want to let you tell it.
yeah. So afterwards, we were talking about it, and it was probably not long. Was it right after we recorded, or was it like the next day we were texting about it? I can't remember.
It was pretty close. The episode might not even have been out yet.
Yeah, I don't think it was. But we told this story, and this guy was going through trying to plan on getting these legs cut off because he's a sick fuck. But the real opportunity that we missed, so he lost both of his legs, right? And Scott, we talked about it. We missed the opportunity to really have some puns there because this guy's
Yes.
name is Neil Hopper. Hopper.
Fucking right over our heads.
Yeah.
Complete missed it.
Like we're talking about a
Yes.
guy who lost both of his legs, and we said
Yes.
nothing.
Yes. Neither one of us picked up on that. Hopper,
No.
Neil Hopper. And you mentioned his name at the beginning of it.
Yeah, we failed.
We just
Like
missed
it never clicked. Never clicked.
Never clicked. We did catch it, and this is why we're talking about it now, which is good. So shame on us for that one, but it gives a little more content for this one. But how the fuck we missed that, I don't know.
I think it's because we were busy hopping around our new podcast.
And by the way, not to blame you anymore, but you have another podcast called Hop In.
I do.
Hop In.
I do. Hop in, we're drinking.
You figured you would have picked up on that right away, but
Yeah, well.
yeah, go listen to that episode. Look up that story, Neil Hopper.
And if you look up the article, it's on BBC. There's a picture of him. Looks like maybe he was in rehab with his legs gone. He looks very happy. Like like really happy. So
Euphoric.
I hope he's doing well.
Yeah. Look, and the only we're kind of laughing at it because he did it to himself, like literally. It wasn't like he got in an accident. It wasn't like, something else happened to him. It was like he did it himself. And part of that story, I think, was he initially tried to get like insurance or something for it, like some kind of insurance fraud is maybe how they caught him.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened because they were looking at it. They were billing it as like a medical issue.
Yeah.
And it was self-induced. So
because he got off on it.
right. Dude, can you imagine? Like,
No,
I
no,
can't. I can't.
no. What the fuck, dude? What in the fucking fuck?
Yeah. Like, I see
Like,
so many of those kinds of things at work, and like, some of those things are gross.
I don't know, man.
Anyways,
Anyway, all right. So
let's hop away from that topic.
if I think I had gone down a rabbit hole today on Chat GPT trying to find puns for it, and I ultimately just bailed on it.
It's probably nothing better than what we were going to come up with.
That's true. That's true.
So,
It's like, we just had to kind of re-mention it as all. So anyway,
Yes.
so if anybody caught the first episode and they're like, these motherfuckers missed an opportunity, we do know it.
Yeah.
Here's our redemption.
Maybe not as soon as you did, but we figured it out.
We figured it out. So we corrected that one. I can't wait to see what we correct from this one.
Yeah. Just wait till people start calling us out on it before we catch it ourselves.
So in the last episode, there was something else that went on, and I'd love to get to that right now because I've been really looking forward to this.
Okay.
If we can. Is that cool?
I would love to.
Okay. All right, we're going to do it. So we've got this segment we're working on. We're going to call it what could go wrong / challenge accepted segment, right? We're going to kind of maybe give each other challenges to do.
Yes.
We'll see how bad they get, but so, that was only number one. I can't wait for this one. But I presented Nick with the challenge, and I said, write a poem. If you choose to accept it, write a poem about your experience with White Castle and read it to a stranger and have it recorded for playback on here, and we'll put it on social media. So I know you had some technical difficulties. We don't have the video.
Yes.
However, you do have the poem.
I do. The poem exists.
Yes. So that we all would love to hear this poem.
Yeah. So the original plan was to read it to a stranger, right? That was kind of what was originally planned. So I had found some people at work, so I snagged one of them and read it, recorded it, and then I must have did it. I don't know if I did it in Snapchat or something, but I never saved or downloaded the video, whatever it was. So you're going to get the first live reading of March Madness.
Right. And by the way, I have not heard this. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have no idea what's coming. So
should I preface what this is about?
Sure, if you want. Yeah.
Okay. So back in beginning of March, Scott and I and several of our other friends went down to Louisville, Kentucky, went to a beer fest called Tailspin. And Tailspin was in like the middle of an airport, or not an airport, an airfield.
Mm-hmm.
So we went down there and then had a great time. But so we're at this beer festival for 3-4 hours, and we leave there and we go to a brewery, and we leave that brewery, and we went to another brewery, and we left that brewery and decided to go to one more brewery, and then realized it was like 1 o'clock and needed food. So I had never had White Castle before. So we're in this Uber full of people going through the White Castle line, and we order this big ass box of sliders and fries and all this other stuff, and we get home and eat like the whole box almost. It was almost all gone.
It might have been like a 30-pack or a 50-pack or something.
I can't remember. It was a lot. But we housed that thing, and it was great. But I woke up the next morning and I had the worst gas of my life. Like, all through the house, and then me and my wife had an 8-hour drive to get home. So her poor nose was in trouble. And it was so bad that like even I'm making comments, because usually I just laugh, but I'm like, oh my God, that's bad. That's really bad. So to tell a loving version of that, here is March Madness. It was March, nearly midnight. My hunger was fierce. So I raided White Castle with burgers to pierce. I gobbled those sliders like treasure I had won, not knowing the real battle had only just begun. By morning, my stomach was staging a coup, making sounds I'm sure NASA would study as new. Each step was a gamble, each breath was a prayer, and wildlife migrated just to flee the air. For days I drifted in my own tragic cloud, a walking disaster, at times uncomfortably loud. Friends held interventions, begged me to refrain, but March will come back soon, and I will eat them again. Thank you.
Done.
Thank you. I think I have
Well
a
done.
I think I have a future in literature.
Yeah. You will attempt it again.
I mean, give me enough beer, I'll probably do anything again.
Yeah.
So
Again, we couldn't get, was it Skyline or Taco Bell or something we were trying to get? So White Castle had to
I
fill
think
in.
it was Taco Bell. Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't get that. And then, they would never deliver or something. I don't know. Yeah. So we had to,
I think that's what it,
like,
because we were trying to do like a pickup order or an Uber or a DoorDash order or something like
Yeah.
that. So we talked our Uber driver into going through the line at White Castle.
Yeah.
That poor
And
guy.
he was fasting, and I was sitting next to him in the front
Yeah.
seat, and he was fasting. I don't know if it was
It
Ramadan or
was for
something. Anyway,
it was for Ramadan. Yeah.
yeah. So he's fasting, and I bet I asked him. He's sitting in line at a White Castle, and all you can smell are burgers and fries and stuff, and he can't eat anything. And I keep saying, he's saying, "Do you want one? I'll get you some." Over and over.
Like
He goes,
probably
"I
at least
can't."
5 times. At least.
He goes, "I can't. I'm fasting." I kept forgetting he was fasting.
Everyone's on the back like, Scotty's fasting.
Well, I didn't want to be rude. He might have gave in. He could have a French fry.
He might have, but I mean, there are a lot of we shared a nice moment by the dumpster that night.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Because we're in the middle of this White Castle line. I'm like, I gotta pee now.
Yes. Yeah. And that line was not moving. It was
No.
not a quick drive through.
No. So we got out, went by the dumpster. I took one side, Scott took the other, peed, and got back in the car before he even moved.
That's right.
So it was fine.
It was flowing. It was going downhill too, man. It was a lot of beers we had that day.
It was great though. It was a great pee.
It was awesome. Can I ask you, when you read this to a stranger, was it you told me earlier today that you didn't get the reaction you thought you were gonna get?
Yeah. I was hoping a little bit more, comedy, laughing.
Yeah.
And it was more of like a WTF kind of look. They're just kind of like dumbfounded. There wasn't as much discussion as I was hoping there would be.
Yeah, I thought part of that would be the interaction with the person, right? Where they felt awkward and you felt awkward doing it and that kind of thing. And the fact that you didn't get any response from that, that's kind of disappointing on their part.
Yeah, but I guess whenever you randomly pull someone into an empty room and you're like, "Hey, can I do this for 5 minutes?" I guess it does make it kind of weird.
It's supposed to be weird.
Because like I was at work, so I had to do it like semi-private. I couldn't just do it in the middle of the hallway because there's
right.
I work in a hospital, so there's patients around, and
Right.
so I'm like, I got to find somewhere that's like a little secluded here, so that
Yeah.
we're not in the middle of chaos. But
They're probably like, Nick, I'm busy, man. What the fuck?
yeah, and I'm like, me too. Reading you this story.
Patience.
Yeah, I have a lot of patience.
Well, anyway, you went through with it, so cheers to you.
Cheers to me.
Great poem.
Yep.
We're going to circle back. I think we're going to circle back at the end of this episode and maybe present one counter.
There will be a counter.
Feel like I'm getting drug into something here, but all right.
Nah, it's mild. It's mild. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
We are gonna work up to these though, I think.
I'm afraid that might happen.
We did talk about it before. It was like if one of us gives the other one a really bad one, well, you're only gonna double up the next one, right?
Yeah.
Sucks. So
And I feel like we gotta draw a line somewhere.
yeah, we'll figure out what that line is as we go.
And I'll probably be the one that backs out because I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that.
There were a couple on that list. I was like, oh fuck, I hope he doesn't pick that. Please don't give me. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but please not that one.
Oh, that's great.
Shit. Although I may do like the Briar Patch thing. Like, please don't throw me the Briar Patch. Remember that old story?
No.
When you were a kid? Anyway, it was the thing that they really wanted to do. I might tell you the one I really hate, but I really like it to get you to, it's kind of like reverse.
Yeah,
psychology or something.
yeah, I get it. Like, no, please don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that one. God,
Have you
that's so
ever-
scary.
You ever seen the comic strip from Cyanide and Happiness? It's about beer, and it has this guy walking up and has another guy holding a beer, and the one guy's like, "I thought you quit drinking," and he was like, "I did." He's like, "Well, why are you holding that beer?" And he's like, "I'm not addicted to this beer. This beer's addicted to me." and it's like 3 different clips to where the beer gets closer. It's like, no, and then he's just sipping the bottle. I'll have to send that to you. It's funny.
Well, one of the other things we talked about for this podcast is music, and I think there'll probably be a music theme throughout and come up often because you and I are both music fans. We were just talking about that before we hit record. But a few weeks ago, there was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Yes.
inductions, and there were several bands on there and artists that were on there. So, like, some of the inductees this year were like Bad Company, Chubby Checker, Cyndi Lauper, Joe Cocker, Outkast, the White Stripes, and the one I really wanted to bring up is Soundgarden. We can talk about any and all of them, but Soundgarden is my favorite of this and one of the best bands of all time.
So instrumental in that whole thing.
And it was still, I think the thing that stood out for me for Soundgarden is they were still rock and roll.
Yes.
I never saw them as alternative. I know they came from that scene. They were straight up metal, dude. I mean, I know they came from Seattle and that whole thing, the grunge, but they were at heavy licks and heavy guitars, and of course Chris Cornell with those vocals.
Yeah. And they even still had like those little, the little notes of punk and that kind of like that. I don't know if this is the right word, but like the progressive rock scene
Yeah.
that you kind of see now, but maybe kind of before that whole trend started. So, and I think that's why that grunge scene is so big because of the creativity of it, right? There's a lot of people out there that don't like grunge music, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do think grunge was like a big bridge into a lot of the different types of rock that you see now, because grunge was really the first one to kind of experiment with different sounds and different, different rhythms and things like that. It kind of got away from the typical classic rock, hair metal kind of stuff that had been popular for so long.
Yeah, and then 1990, 91 rolls around and all that stuff was gone. And I still like to this day, like like those hair bands and things like that. But to your point, if you go onto the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame website and you click on like each individual artist who got inducted this year, I clicked on Soundgarden right here, and it has their influences and who they influenced. But what I like is, just to your point, some of the influences: Meat Puppets, Black Flag, Devo, Minutemen, Ramones, and then you get heavier Black Sabbath and Zeppelin. So Heart is even in there. So it's exactly what you just said, how they were influenced. And you can hear all of that in their music.
Yeah. Yeah, you absolutely can. And to this day, you still see, shadows of that in a lot of people. So you can't deny what they did for the rock community. I mean, that whole genre did. And I feel like it was a small scope, but they've had a big footprint in terms of how the future music would turn out.
Yeah. And then we all know Chris Cornell's story. I mean, that guy, one of the greatest singers, I mean, ever. I mean, he did Soundgarden. He did a lot of stuff solo. I mean, he did a lot of covers, which were fantastic. I mean, he fucking covered Billie Jean, and it was amazing. And then he joined Audioslave, which was like Rage Against the Machine with him as the lead singer. And the guy was so versatile. And I mean, his legacy and his songs and his voice will live on forever.
Yeah.
It's so influential in music.
Yeah. That's why it sucks that he's not here.
Yeah, and it's funny. I saw them one time, and it was Memphis in May, and I'm telling you, it was 2 or 3 weeks before he passed. Whatever that year was, and I was like, "Oh, cool, I got to see Soundgarden." It was like 2 weeks later, I was like, "Oh, goddamn, it's a good thing you got to see him because he was gone." It just sucks. But back to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, and anybody out there, if I don't know if anybody listens to it or watches it, but they do a really good job on some of these performers. And Soundgarden got inducted, and they played. But here's who played so they did Black Hole Sun, which was one of a few songs that they did. And here are some of the people that performed that song. So Kim Thale, who was the lead guitarist from Soundgarden, Matt Cameron, drums, Ben Shepherd, bass player, Hiro Yamamoto, who was the original bass player. The guy went on to be an environmental chemist. But then Brandi Carlile and Taylor Momsen both sing vocals on that song.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking cool to see. Also, Jerry Cantrell and Mike McCready out there just shredding.
Yeah.
So have you seen the video of that?
I have, yes, and it's a lineup, and it definitely helps that Taylor Momsen.
Yeah. I started looking this up. Like, I didn't know who she was, and she's the front woman of the Pretty Reckless. Which I think, are they at Sonic Temple? Did I see that earlier when we were looking at that?
I think they are. Yes, I think
I
they
saw
are.
that. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
also know that she was Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch?
Did not.
Yeah, yeah.
The Jim Carrey Grinch?
The Jim Carrey Grinch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So do a little research on that.
No
Because
way.
yeah, swear to God, they just released a cover with the Pretty Reckless for Where Are You Christmas? And that's like the first time she's revisited that whole era.
No fucking way. I had no idea.
Yeah, same girl.
All right, that's cool. Now I see her in a different light, right? It's like, oh, no,
Right.
that's the girl. Okay.
Yeah, because you go back and she's just like this cute little Who girl, right? In the movie.
Her
And then
little
now
pigtails.
yeah, you see her now and she's all gothed out and black eyeliner and
Yeah.
you know these like deep women vocals, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, you changed.
Yeah. and I thought the mixture of her and Brandy Carlisle doing vocals on that song were fucking perfect, right? I mean, I think Brandy Carlisle kind of started, and she does a different genre anyway. And then they kind of go back and forth towards the end, and it's perfect. It has Chris Cornell qualities.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder how they organize that stuff, because like you said, they do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
To where they do these tributes at the Hall of Fame whenever they do these inductions and things like that. How do you find like the right recipe of greatness? Like obviously the musician side makes sense because most of them are the Soundgarden guys, and then you had Cantrell and McCready come in and join them. But you know, how do you find that perfect match of not an imitation, but not too far from what it was originally?
Right. And it reminds me of, and you've probably seen it, Led Zeppelin at the Kennedy Center Honors a few years ago.
Yes.
And Hart does, I think it's Stairway to Heaven. And it's the same exact thing. They fucking shred.
Killed
it's not
it.
an imitation. Jason Bonham is on drums. Fucking Robert Plant's up there with fucking tears coming out of his eyes. He said part of that was for seeing Bonzo's son out there
Yeah.
playing drums, but that's another performance that was fucking epic.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. I still watch that Hart performance.
Yeah, that's good. And I think, didn't they have some choir that came out there towards the end too? Oh,
yes.
Jesus, it's fucking good. So that kind of stuff is really fucking cool to see those people get together. You know, and another thing, you know, McCready, I see McCready and, you know, with the Soundgarden guys, you remember Temple of the Dog?
Yes.
That was Pearl Jam and Soundgarden together back in the day.
Yeah.
What a great record.
Isn't it wild?
Mm-hmm.
Like
some of the best.
And why do you think all that comes up? Like, do you think they just get bored?
Yeah.
Or is it, you know, you're doing this, I'm doing this, let's see what happens when we do it together?
Yeah. I think like Soundgarden and Pearl Jam literally came up in the same scene. Like they knew each other back in Seattle when things, you know, before everything took off. And I don't know if they knew Alice in Chains either. But I think they just knew each other then and just kind of, hey, let's hang every now and then and do something. And just cool shit, man. If anybody's not seen that, go check that out. And they've done multiple songs in that performance.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good one. Very, very good.
Yeah, another one they did was, so they did Rusty Cage too, which I fucking love that goddamn song.
Yes.
Love it. Which, again, McCready, Ben Shepherd, Taylor Momsen sang all on that one. Matt Cameron and Kim Thale performed that song too. So that was basically Soundgarden with add Mike McCready, add Taylor Momsen, you know, less Chris Cornell. So just another brilliant song and done well. Did you see the Fell on Black Days version?
I didn't, and I saw you had that on here. I need to look that up.
Yeah, so Chris's daughter Tony sings it. Nancy Wilson is playing guitar acoustically, and then they've got a cellist out there too. It's just really stripped down and really emotional. It's really good.
How epic is that?
It is good, and she could sing.
His daughter can.
Her daughter could sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done some other stuff too. I think she covered Nothing Compares to You. And they somehow put it together where he was singing part of it and she was singing part of it after he passed away. Anyway, so something I discovered with this whole Soundgarden thing is this band. You heard this band King Ultramega?
Yeah. So that's what we were talking about that a little bit before. So, you know, they're kind of like They're a tribute band in a way, but they're not a steady tribute band. So like there are a lot of moving pieces. So like the band is never the same,
Right.
right? So like song to song, there's different features, different people, which I think is interesting because you get a lot of different interpretations with that kind of thing too. But if you guys get a chance, get on and check them out because I was listening to them for about 20 minutes before we got on here, and that stuff is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like beautifully done.
And the name of the band, King Ultramega, actually comes from a combination of two of Soundgarden's records, which is cool. And they've got 4 singles that they've put out, all covers. And so they got Rusty Cage, Be Yourself, The Day I Tried to Live, and Say Hello to Heaven. Say Hello to Heaven is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's from Temple of the Dog, and Chris sings on it. And Richie Kotzen from Winery Dogs, and that guy's been around forever. He does a fantastic job on that song. And they're all fantastic. And they've all got members of the band in it. Kim Thales, I think, is on William Duvall from Alice in Chains, the lead singer.
Yeah.
He sings on Rusty Cage.
They're getting everybody involved.
Yeah, they've got the drummer Charlie from Anthrax. He's on some of it. Dude, it's killer. And like you said, they're all different. They're all kind of different songs.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It's
it's not like an imitation of anything. It's just I don't know, there's not really words to describe it.
no, you got each song is completely separate from the other, right? There's no
Yes.
it's like for instance, The Day I Tried to Live, and I didn't know who this was. Vocals is Alyssa White Gluz, Gluz, and she's from the band Arch Enemy. So I mean, yeah, and I've heard a little bit of their stuff, and I mean, Joe Satriani is on Be Yourself. I mean, it's just one after another, and I don't know what the next singles are going to be, but I can't wait for them. I mean, it's killer. I think they've got a record coming.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. So hopefully something that keeps going because it's been fun to listen to.
Yeah, I like seeing that, and it keeps that alive. And not only just Soundgarden stuff. I think there's one of those songs is an Audio Slave song, and of course a Temple of the Dog song. And I think maybe one might even be like a Chris Cornell solo song.
Yeah.
Too. So
Okay.
it's just all Chris Cornell stuff.
Yes.
Versus just Soundgarden. So I did see that the only grunge band, the only Seattle grunge band from that era that's not in the Hall of Fame yet, Alice in Chains.
Oh, yeah, I saw you put that on here, and I'm like, man, you would think that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah,
but
they got to be next.
Yeah, they can't be too far behind. But it's funny you mentioned them. I was talking to Ashley right before we got on here. So Alice in Chains. So I saw that PETA, the crazy animal rights people, reached out to Alice in Chains and asked them if on social media they would change their name to Betty in Chains for a short time. And I was like, what? And apparently there is a performing elephant that's like 56 years old named Betty.
Okay.
And PETA is on this mission to bring awareness of her being unethically used in circus shows. I don't know where. I can't remember what the article said, but I just found that interesting. And then that was a fact that you had on here about them being the last grunge Rushmore band that hasn't really been thrown into the Hall of Fame. And I was like, well, that's a fun little story there. Like I don't know where they're going to go with it, or if they're going to accept it, or why they're trying to make that move or request of Alice in Chains, but I don't know.
Just to maybe just put some more light on that.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they cover a wide range, so
I hope they do it. I mean, if it's for a good cause, I hope they do it. If it makes some kind of difference, for that particular elephant.
Right. So, a little fun fact.
That's a cool fun fact. I like it. I might have to look more into that one. I think I want to see what the result is.
I literally just saw it right before we got on here.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, you taught me something today.
My job here is done.
Oh, we got more work to do, sir.
Oh, wait. So I can't log off?
No, not yet. We're still uploading. We still got to upload. It's going to take like a good 20, 30 minutes to upload. So just keep answering.
Oh, okay. Is this live? Are we on air?
We're recording. We're recording.
So are we on CNN or CBS or?
No, not there yet.
No.
Amazon. We'll be on Amazon.
Amazon.
And Apple. As of today.
We are on Apple.
We're on Apple today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We're
found it just before we hit the record button.
Apple official.
Yes, which was our last kind of not holdout, but the one we dreaded the most trying to get on, because when we first both did our podcasts, our other
Yes.
podcast, it
Yes.
was the worst fucking thing to get on.
Yes. Like if anyone starts a podcast, just know that Apple can be a royal pain in the ass.
Yes, it took
And
multiple tries for both of us.
yeah. And I eventually got it working in the same way I did any other time. It just took till the 6th time for it to go through. So I
That's
don't
it.
know the rhyme or reason behind it, but also from what I've read, a lot of people have had the same issue. So
Yeah. You just keep trying, right? And one day it takes. It's Apple Podcast Connect, I think it is, and something. But when I tried it today, because we had an account already, I was able to just add the show. So the hard part was done. So we got
piece of
that.
cake.
So we're on basically every fucking platform there is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So cheers to that. We'll put that in our social media. I would love to get to one of my favorite segments, if you're ready for it.
Let's see. What do you got? What's our segment?
What in the fucking fuck?
That is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
You want to do it?
And it's just like I said, we're going to come up with like a little audio clip or something on there to where you're going to hear us come on, and we'll shoot to this segment. It's going to be like, what in the fucking fuck?
That would be great. That would be fucking great. What time is it, Nick? What in the fucking fuck time?
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite segment.
Yes.
Would you like to begin, sir?
I think I would. Let's see. Which one do I want to start with? Yeah, this was the one that caught my eye.
All right.
So, Scott, did you know there's a black market for celebrity tissues? Used
No.
tissues of celebrity people that people are paying hundreds of dollars for.
Why?
Like I don't know. Snot rockets and stuff. I guess it's a big market. I don't know.
I wonder how you verify that it's the celebrities that they say it is.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Like I was really, really wondering the same thing. Because I mean, unless you have like video proof of them using a tissue, tossing it in a garbage bin somewhere, and then grabbing that tissue out of the garbage bin, I don't know.
I don't want to be the company that has to certify that either. Like, nah, we draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. And then I went down a rabbit hole whenever I saw this. So I'm like, okay, let's see what else there is. So I came across a link that says celebrity garbage items that sold for more than your rent.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is good.
So the first one, a lock of Justin Bieber's hair sold for $40,668.
Make any fucking sense.
William Shatner's kidney stone sold for $25,000.
Shit. Who are these people?
Yeah. John Lennon's tooth sold for $31,000. Scarlett Johansson's used tissue, $5,300.
Shit.
Yeah. So, and just to elaborate on that, the tag says, on The Tonight Show, Johansson caught a cold from Samuel L. Jackson and promptly blew her nose on air. She sealed the tissue in a plastic bag, signed it, and sold it for $5,300, which all went to charity.
Okay.
Shall I keep going?
Sure. This is
All right.
great. I like this.
Russell Crowe's jockstrap, $7,000.
See what?
Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast, $1,000. Let's see. Marilyn Monroe's chest X-rays, $45,000. I don't like why. I don't know.
I don't know.
Queen Elizabeth II's monogrammed underwear,
Okay. God.
$18,000.
Somebody wants that?
Yeah, the royal family had no comment.
Oh, that underwear probably cost $18,000 new.
That's probably right. That's probably right.
Oof.
Let's go with our grunge theme. Kurt Cobain's cardigan from his MTV Unplugged performance, $334,000.
It's insanity.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
That's wild. Like that should be in some kind of, I don't know, Hard Rock Cafe or museum or something
Yeah,
somewhere where it's got memorabilia.
I thought so too. I thought because that's like an iconic performance is that whole
Yeah,
Unplugged series that they did. So
it's glad somebody paid for it. I mean, of all the things you said, that might be the one that would be the most valuable.
yes,
Maybe not that valuable, but the motherfucker, it had like holes all in it and shit.
yeah, that's what it said. It said it was stained and had cigarette burns all through it.
Yeah, that was the grunge, man. That was, they
Yeah,
probably paid
that's what.
$12 for that thing somewhere.
Yeah, that's what they did.
84,000. All right, that's okay. People got
Yeah,
way too much money, more money than
right.
sense sometimes.
Sorry, I went down a rabbit hole there, but
I liked it. Hell, that could be a whole episode. Dumbest purchases of all time. Hell, I could probably create my own list. It wouldn't be
I,
anything
I
like that, though.
I might be able to create my own list of what I've bought.
Yeah,
Nothing crazy like that.
nothing crazy like that. None would be that expensive because those are all just kind of ridiculous amounts for what they got. But
Right. I was really expecting to be scrolling down that list and someone was going to buy like a used tampon because someone's done it. If people were buying those other things, it's been done.
yes. I know that there's a whole used panty thing out there in the world. Not that I've done it. I have not, for the record.
Uh-huh. Sure.
How does he know?
Sure.
I read.
Wait, you can read?
Yeah. I just, I pick and choose.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very seldom.
What in the fucking fuck?
There's a whole fucking segment. I've got some what in the fucking fuck. It's not as detailed as yours. I wish I'd gone down the rabbit hole like you did, but this one caught my eye, and I wish I'd thought of it, and I wish it were around, I don't know, my whole fucking life. People are literally having ChatGPT fight their arguments for them.
Oh?
Yes. So you can have it to draft like an angry text. Although I don't have any trouble doing that. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, you just gotta get me pissed off enough.
Yeah, it's pretty emotional. You just let it spew, But here's one. You could write ultimatums, rewrite apologies, interpret what he really meant. I don't like that because they'll just take it for what they think it is anyway. But
Yeah.
the reason I think I would love it for my whole life is like to break up with people.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
it wouldn't have to be it's not you, it's me thing. It's
Yeah.
like AI could put a new spin on that.
A nice elegance to it.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Also, fucking fuck off. That could be a hey.
Yeah. It's not me, it's you.
Yes. It's a Seinfeld thing, right? He goes, oh, you're giving me it's not you, it's me speech? It is me. I'm
the problem.
I'm the problem. You're damn right.
I'm doubling down.
Doubling down. But it says couples have admitted to using AI for this, and I don't know, man. Pros and cons, probably like with AI, like anything, but I think it might be classless to get AI to break up with someone for you, but really, maybe if one of those relationships are just kind of right on the fringe, right? Like, I don't really want to go this far with it.
Yeah, like just those, those borderline situations to where you're like, I'm having fun, but this needs to stop.
Yes. This is date 6, 7, whatever. Like,
yeah,
I should not have said that, but
we're tapped out.
Yeah. If I go 8, 9, now it becomes something else, right?
Yeah.
We're going to meet its parents. I'm going to meet the parents this weekend.
Right. Like, do we even have a term to this? Is this a thing?
Another little spin-off of that just reminded me. I saw this is, I don't think these examples were great, but AI excuses to get out of work.
Oh, okay. Oh, I like this.
Yeah. They're a little random, and I don't think they're well thought out. I think we could get better with these, but I can't come in today due to personal crisis involving a loose ferret.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, my emotional support turtle requires immediate veterinary counseling. I'm currently stuck inside my smart home, which has decided I do not exist.
That's a good one. I enjoyed that one.
Of the three, that was the best one for sure.
That's great. Did you ever watch the Smart House movie on Disney, like back in the
No,
day? You probably haven't. No, that was
no.
a stupid question.
What was it?
It's about this kid whose family lives in a smart house, and they have like this robot nanny who's played by Kate. What's her name? Katie Segal.
Okay.
Pam Bundy.
Yes.
Yeah, is played by her, and she's like the perfect housemaid. But then she ends up being this robot thing that takes over because she's higher intelligence. So she has control of like all the locking mechanisms in the house and all the electronics and stuff like that. And it's meant to be like a comedy because it was a old school Disney movie that they would show on the Disney Channel. But really good movie back in the day. I enjoyed it.
You
But
know what?
it's now coming to life.
Yeah, it's real. You said that sounds halfway familiar. There's a good chance I saw it. Not on my own. I'm sure the girls probably watched it, and I had to watch it with them.
Yeah, I forget the name of the boy that was in it, but yeah, it was a good movie. But
Okay.
it is kind of wild where AI is gone, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I get all these little ads or little videos that pop up all over the place and goes, "You're not using ChatGPT or AI to its full capacity. You're using it for basic shit," which I really am. But I have no idea like where it is now, like what it could possibly do. Like just sitting here on a laptop. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
so it's getting to a point that there's actually research articles coming out now that we were talking about this at work today. We had a staff meeting that there are some healthcare companies that are now doing AI doctor assessments. Like there's an AI trained program that replaces a full physical doctor. And I'm like, okay, we got to stop. Like,
Yeah.
this is absolutely insane, but it's here. I don't know how far that's going to go, and I'm sure it's a very small use of where those kinds of things are, but it still blew my mind whenever we found that out.
Yeah, and I could see it being used because it's like, hey, put data in, spit data out kind of thing based on these things in that scenario you're just talking about. And it's like, hey, well, if this, and this, well, then it should be this. But
Right,
there's not the human element to it.
right. It's just going to be a process of elimination. So,
Yeah, for sure.
and will AI ever get to that point where they can figure out a human element? I don't know. I don't know how smart that stuff is, and that's part of why it's so fucking terrifying.
Yeah, and if to take it a step further, is it, hey, AI is approved, this thing is approved for all these things, right? Whether it's writing prescriptions or performing a surgery, this is the thing. Who's to say how is that right? Who's to fucking say that's correct? Or, oh, well, why did you do that? Well, AI told me. And then you get a bad result, and who's to blame, right?
Right. And like you said, like people are saying, you're not using AI to the best of its capability. You're using it for stupid shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All I want to use it for is to tell me a dad joke and to write me a DM to a brewery that I'm trying to interview.
That's right.
Like
you
I don't
you
need
have
it for any I don't need it for anything else.
you have mastered the images though. You are really good at the fucking images.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good at that.
I think AI is getting good at that. I think
Yeah.
they're learning the prompts and things like that.
It's getting better. The colors seem to be better too. It's usually sometimes initially it was just like these browns and grays and greens. You know what I mean?
The ones that are like very obviously
Yeah.
AI. Yeah.
Like we did an AI Happy Thanksgiving from Brew Underground podcast. And it was just those colors. And I was like, I don't care. It's
Yeah.
just, but
And a lot of times like certain shapes you can tell or things like that, like the way they form things in pictures, you're like,
yes.
okay, that's AI.
The one
But
thing it can't do for shit is spell.
no. It can, and sometimes it can initially, like the first one or two modifications, but then it just starts adding letters in
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. Like I'll literally type in, I was working on something and I said, put like Nashville, Tennessee on it, right? And when you do that, you have to spell out Nashville. It's literally it's text, it's words, right? And it kept coming back wrong, whether it had one L in it or three L's. And I go, but it's in front of you. Spell it just like I have it typed here. And it could not fucking
It's like
figure it out.
pull it straight from the prompt.
Yes, just take it from here and do that. Oh, I see. We've misspelled it again. It comes back the same exact thing. It's
Yeah,
the same.
it hasn't changed.
No,
Like, God damn it.
no, you get everything else the way you want it, and one fucking thing fucks up. And then when it does fix, sometimes something else will change.
Yes.
He goes, oh, I finally got the L. And there's no N now. Or
Eh,
what's something?
And eventually I just get pissed off and close it.
Yeah.
Or I'll
bragging.
start over. I'll fully start over.
Yeah. And I have noticed too, when you're doing images, like if you keep making changes, if you work on the same image, that quality of the image will go down.
Yes.
So I always find like a stopping point. Okay, that's good. Right. That's a good image still. I need some changes and then kind of start over with that image.
Yep. I'll save it and then start a new chat. And
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
You can see it start to deteriorate a little bit
Yes.
in there, but I use it every fucking day though, not to its capability apparently, but
That's
I use
fine.
it.
I don't want to use it to its capability because I just need it for stupid things. Like it's literally convenience for me.
Right. It is me too. It's like, hey, give me 10 ideas about this. And then, all right, would you like me to make it darker? Yes, make it darker. You know what?
Yes, do it.
Just keep fucking going until I say stop.
More satirical? Absolutely.
It won't give you that on the front end though, will it? It's
No.
like, oh, you have to
No,
work
you got to
for
work for it.
Yeah. Start diving into the deep web or the dark
Yeah.
web, I guess.
Yes.
Wait, I got something here and it's pretty funny. And I've read this. I don't know if you've seen it before or you read what's up here. And I thought it was a funny thing. I started going down the rabbit hole of like Reddit product reviews and things like that. And I got some of those and those are good. But I had something that came to mind as I was doing it and something I remember from a long time that I thought was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
And I'd like to read it if I could.
I would love you to read it.
It's a couple of minutes long, but I did edit it down. So it shouldn't take but 2 or 3 minutes as I read through it. I'm not going to get through it completely. I will crack up multiple times. It will not be clean. But
do you want me to black out my screen so you don't see me laughing?
no. I like the audience. It is good. Okay, so it's called The Chili Taster, and it's supposed to be funny. So here's the premise. Notes from an inexperienced chili taster named Frank, who is visiting Texas. Frank says, recently I was honored to be selected to be a judge at a chili cook-off in Texas because no one else wanted to do it. I was assured by the other judges of Texans that the chili wouldn't be all that spicy. And besides, they told me I could have a free beer during the tasting. So I accepted. And here are the scorecards. Chili number 1, Mike's Maniac Mobster Monster Chili. Judge 1, nice, smooth tomato flavor, very mild. Frank, holy smokes, what the hell is this stuff? You could remove dried paint from your driveway with it. It took me 2 beers to put the flames out. Hope that's the worst one. These hicks are crazy. Chili number 2, Arthur's Afterburner Chili. Judge 1, exciting barbecue flavor. Needs more peppers to be taken seriously. Frank, keep this out of reach of children. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do besides taste pain. I had to wave 2 people off who wanted to give me the Heimlich maneuver. Shoved my way to the front of the beer line. Chili number 3, Fred's famous Burn Down the Barn Chili. Judge 1, excellent firehouse chili. Great kick. Needs more beans. Frank, this has got to be a joke. Call the EPA. I've located a uranium spill. My nose feels like I've been snorting Drano. Everyone knows the routine by now and got out of my way so I can make it to the beer wagon.
I see a theme here.
I don't think Frank's liking the chili. Barmaid pounded me on the back. Now my backbone is in the front part of my chest. And there are 8 of these total. So chili number 4, Bubba's Black Magic. Judge 1, black bean chili with almost no spice. Disappointing. Frank, I felt something scraping across my tongue, but was unable to taste it. Sally, the barmaid, was standing behind me with the fresh refill so I wouldn't have to dash to see her. Chili number 5, Linda's Legal Lip Remover. Judge 1, meaty, strong chili, cayenne peppers freshly ground, adding considerable kick. Very impressive. Frank, my ears are ringing and I can no longer focus my eyes. I farted and 4 people behind me needed paramedics. The contestant seemed hurt when I told her that her chili had given me brain damage. Sally saved my tongue by pouring beer directly on it from the pitcher. Chili 6. Vera's very vegetarian variety. Judge 1. The best yet. Aggressive use of peppers, onions, and garlic. Superb. Frank. My intestines are now a straight pipe filled with gaseous flames. No one seems inclined to stand behind me except Sally. Chili
Sally's
7.
the real MVP here.
Sally? Yes. Marry that woman.
Yes.
Chili number 7. Susan's Screaming Sensation Chili. Judge 1. Ho-hum. Tastes as if the chef threw in canned chili peppers at the last moment. I should note that I am worried about Judge number 3. He appears to be in a bit of distress. Frank, you could put a grenade in my mouth and pull the pin and I wouldn't feel it. I've lost the sight in one eye, and the world seems to have made its way of rushing water. My clothes are covered with chili, which slid unnoticed out of my mouth at some point. Good. At autopsy, they'll know what killed me. I've decided to stop breathing. It's too painful, and I'm not getting any oxygen anywhere. If I need air, I'll just suck it through the 4-inch hole in my stomach.
Wait, no
Number
Sally?
8, last... Huh?
No Sally on that one?
No Sally on that one.
Oh, Sally.
Chili number 8, last but not least, Helen's Mount St. Chili. Judge 1. This final entry is a good, balanced chili. Neither mild nor hot. Sorry to see that most of it was lost when Judge number 3 fell and pulled the chili pot on top of himself.
No.
Frank, there's just a line that says, editor's note, Judge number 3 was unable to report.
Oh, R.I.P. Frank.
Poor Frank. In my head, I just read that. It's funny. It cracks me up every single time.
That's great. I love that.
There really were 3 judges. I had to cut out one of each. It would have been 10 minutes long.
That was an experience.
Anyway, sorry if I rambled.
No, I loved it. That was great.
In my head, it sounded funnier.
So last episode, we did the Amazon reviews.
Yes. Those
So-
are hilarious.
Let's do some other reviews.
Okay.
Let's start here. So this one's called The Cursed Review. It's about a mouse, like a computer mouse.
Okay.
5 stars. Works great. The caption says, my girlfriend and I were on the verge of breaking up because I would keep her awake at night with my constant mouse clicking. Not anymore. Consider this relationship saved. This mouse is so silent that she will sometimes forget I'm even home and invite her lover over. He's a pretty cool guy.
It got a 5-star rating.
Got a 5-star rating. This one is said, Dawn reviews her son on a loft bed. 3 stars. Large bed for a 6-foot teen. Now, Dawn is from the UK. Dawn says, my over 6-foot teenage son can fit comfortably in this bed as long as he doesn't sit up. This is something he has learned the hard way, but I wasn't prepared to cut a hole in the ceiling. I did suggest that he strap a pillow to his head. He would have preferred the hole in the ceiling, though, as his room is directly under the kitchen and he was hoping I would just drop his food directly into his mouth, negating the need for him to get his lazy ass up and walk up the stairs. He has created some kind of gaming troll cave underneath. Again, he has learned the hard way not to stand straight up when screaming at the player who just killed him. Mind you, I was hoping that the concussion might knock the power of articulate speech back, but alas, this has not happened yet.
Every bit of that is real.
As do I.
Well, I've got something that I'd like to end with. And we've talked about some fucked up stories, and we will continue to. But I want to end with something kind of good in this world. Maybe a good story.
Do we do that here?
We're going to call it This Is a Good Idea segment.
Okay. I like it.
Probably won't have them all the time because there might not be a lot of them, but I found one and I liked it and I wanted to share it. So the story is from May of 2024. And I'll read you the headline. Missouri 5th grader raises enough money to pay off his entire school's lunch debt. And a quick synopsis. A Missouri 5th grader was on a mission to help out his school and ended up wiping out all the outstanding school lunch debt for his fellow students. His name is Dakin Kramer, and he was inspired to give back after his teacher, Mrs. Haley, recommended he become an I Am Noticed peer leader in his elementary school. His goal initially was to raise $3,500. he raised over $7,300, and he wiped out all the student lunch debt within the school, which was pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
They plan to hand out an annual honor that'll be given to the future fifth graders who strive to make a difference. So they presented him with a Dak and Kramer Legacy Award. So every fifth grader who strives to make a difference, this award is named after him. Dak had said he wanted to show gratitude to his school and donate the leftover funds to Blue Springs High School for their lunch money deficit. So he actually helped his school and another school at the same time because he had extra money in his fundraiser. So thought it was a pretty cool thing that a 9-year-old kid did, 5th grade.
Yeah. Yeah. So there is faith in humanity.
There is. There's some of it out there.
Good for him.
Yeah. So good for you, Dackett.
What a feel-good story to end on.
Yeah. You know, I mean, there's maybe some good left out there.
Yeah.
That's not really what this podcast is going to be about, but...
No, but we can do what we want.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, hats off to that kid.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get this thing wrapped up and let's revisit the beginning of the show here.
Okay.
So Scott.
Oh, here we go. I thought we were getting out of it. Okay.
Are you anywhere where you can take like a nice public walk where people are around?
Yes.
All right. My challenge for you is to take your invisible dog for a walk.
Okay.
So I want you to go out in public with an imaginary dog on a leash. Just like it was doing everything else. I want you to let it stop and sniff. I want you to stop and let it poop. I want you to give it treats.
Okay.
And report back on how it goes.
Shall I have it videotaped?
I'll leave it up to you.
I will absolutely want to do it. That'll be funnier than me presenting it, honestly.
I was like, I want to keep it on the same basis where we were at last week. So I was looking up ideas and I'm like, this is harmless and this is funny.
Okay. I will absolutely do that and I will have it videoed.
Okay.
I think that part would be the funnier part than me trying to describe it. Some old lady looks at me. I want to see her face.
Yeah. So I just want to see you try to give it a treat. Oh, it's a good boy.
Ideas coming to mind. There you go.
It's a good boy.
Do you remember? You might be too young for this. There used to be. They probably still do. They had those leashes that were like large, almost like pipe cleaners. You know, like a pipe cleaner's got that metal in it, and they're stiff. They used to have leashes that looked like they stuck out. They were big, and it looked like you were walking an invisible dog. So,
that'd be perfect for this.
Yeah, I may do a variation of that. Yes, or get that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I got ideas. Okay. All right. This will be fun.
Yes.
All right. I will report back with that video in hand, hopefully, and some kind of description.
Cannot wait.
We will come up with a day. I promise it will be sooner than the last.
Yes. The goal here is to have like a regular flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So recording at a certain time, releasing at a certain time, get our shit together and do it. Yes.
And, well, I won't give any secrets away, but we might have some guests coming up or a guest coming up too. So that we're kind of looking forward to that too, which is kind of one of our niches that we wanted to do. So
yeah, that's something that we've been kind of working on for a little while. So
yep. So we got something lined up there. So maybe that'll be the next one. So we'll see. We'll figure it out, but there will be a quicker turnaround this time around.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
All right. For Nick, I'm Scott. That's Nick. Episode 2 of This Seemed Like a Good Idea podcast has come to a close. What do you think, Nick? We out?
We're out.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Woke up this morning with a beer and a plan. Had a sudden thought I couldn't understand. Call up my friend, said, dude, I got a spark. Let's do a podcast and leave a digital mark. We might get serious, we might get really weird. We'll talk about the things you always wanted but always feared. So hit that subscribe button, buckle up and prepare for chaos and connections that we're happy to share. Yeah, the mic is hot, the clock is running fast. We're diving headfirst into something built to last. We're not experts, no, we're not professors, sorry, but we're pretty sure we got a compelling story.